Well, hey you guys, it is Jen Pierce here, and I am crazily trying to get everything done, and this is what happens when you are working your way to nation, and I'm just excited to share this updated presentation with you, and so hopefully you've had a chance to print this out. I guess it's backwards, but anyway, the Healthy In and Out presentation, and I'm just really excited about this presentation because it streamlines a lot of things, and the presentation itself is very quick. So I want to give you a few pointers that I have figured out. So I'm just going to kind of go through this page by page. So hopefully you have this printed out and you have a pen and a highlighter, and you can make some notes on this presentation as we go. Okay, so the first thing that I want to go through is the checklist, and everything on there is pretty good. Number 4 on there, products to sample. The protein bar recipe that's on there is not the clean eating version. The only thing you need to substitute there is brown rice syrup for the organic honey. You can find the recipe in the meal plans that we have, so I can also put that in our box, so I'll work on doing that. The other thing is on number 6, product tools, etc. for booking game. We use the penny purse game, and when I go through this, I will show you how to do the penny purse game. It's fun, it's effective, and it's super easy, and people enjoy it. Also, number 7, it says invites to the next Healthy Happy Hour event and or pre-recorded call information. I have these in our box, and I think I just downloaded it to our integrated anti-aging section of our box, and so of course this is backwards, but right here you can just write in the date that the next group starts, when your next Healthy Happy Hour is, and when they need to have orders in by, and so you can take these and everybody can have one of these at the presentation. And I honestly am carrying these with me wherever I go, so if I'm talking to anybody and they're interested, I have them ready to hand them one, and I can give them information they need to either come to a Healthy Happy Hour, or it also has the call information, and it has the website on watching the video. So either way, this is a huge part of our business, so make sure you have these ready to go. Then if you turn the page to page 2, the crackers and mineral oil for demonstration. Obviously, that is an important part of our presentation because people don't understand what mineral oil is and why it's so disgusting. So to have the visual of soaking the cracker in the mineral oil and soaking the cracker in water and see the difference. If you have not seen that, talk to your sponsor or your upline and we can tell you what that is. Excuse me. The before and afters on number 10, you want to have some good pictures of before and afters. I actually found the ones that I liked the most, and I just printed them on really nice photo paper so that they are nice and effective when it comes to showing people these different before and afters. And these are people on my team. This is Hannah and there's me, and she's not on my team, but I thought she was cute, so she gets to be in my packet. My friend Gina Fryer. So anyway, you're going to want to have those. And then the other thing I did, and I don't have it right here with me, is I put together a book. Hold on real quick. A before and after book. It's just a photo album, and I printed off different before and afters that people might be interested in. And I'm just sticking them in here like a photo, and so these are more pictures that they can look at and see what kind of before and afters we have as well. So that's something you might want to make. It's not a make or break thing, but you might want to bring it with you. Also, you're going to want to have number 11, the opportunity packets and the hostess packet. It's the same thing. It tells you what to put in there. This is what mine look like. It's just a little clear envelope. You don't have to use a clear envelope, but it does have the opportunity brochure, the host package, or the host package handout, which is this. It's on our website, host packages. The Arbonne flyer that has the Mercedes on it and the compensation plan, and then an RE9 sample. And so you can give this to anybody who's interested in the business, and you can give it to anybody who is hosting for you. And then I always include my business card, and I put it so that the call information that I have on the back of my business card is facing upward. So if they're interested in the business and I can, they will listen to the phone call, I ask them to actually listen to it on the way home. And I set a time to follow up with them the next day. So to have it right there and handy is good. All right, so let's talk about what we're going to do as guests are arriving. So while guests are arriving, this is your time to get to know them and ask questions. Some of the questions I ask them is, how do you know the hostess? Are you from here? Because where we live, most people are not from here. Do you have kids? Where do you work? That kind of thing, and just get to know them a little bit. But in addition to that, what we're going to be doing is putting all of the RE9 products at the sink, including the Genius, and you have the Genius pads, and you cut them in half so that they last longer, because we're just doing everything to the back of the hand, unless somebody wants to wash their face at the sink. And we're going to go through each of these products on their hand, and if you turn this to page, page 6, you can actually have this open to page 6, and you can go through the benefits with them right at the sink. So as people are coming, you guys know that if a party starts at 6, it's going to take a half hour for everybody to get there and to actually start. So you're going to start at 6:30. So instead of just waiting around during that time, what you're going to be doing is part of the presentation with each person at the sink, so that when it comes to this part of the presentation, you can skip it. So, and I'll explain that when we get there. So at the sink, you have your anti-aging line, you have the Genius pads, you have this out in case you need help remembering the benefit of each step, and get to know the person. And then you'll give them a client profile sheet and a pen, and ask them to fill out the top portion. And I actually, on our box, I have put up an alternative client profile sheet than the one that's on Deanna's site, and it just gives a little more information. I ask people to fill all the way down to this line. So all of this is what I'm asking them to fill out while they're waiting for us to get started. And then at the end, I have them fill this part out. So, you can use this one, or you can use the one that's like a half page. Either one. I just like this one personally because it's more aesthetically pleasing, and it gives me some more information that the other one doesn't give me. Okay? And then you're going to start your presentation. Once everybody has had their hand washed and you've gone all that and they are seated in the living room, then you can get started. So it's, at the end, bottom of page 2 is basically where this presentation starts, and you start with what to expect. And so this is how this section would sound. So tonight I'm going to share my story. I'm going to share some amazing facts about our company, our products, and this incredible business opportunity. And then at the end, we're going to meet individually because we all have different budgets and we have different health needs. And my job is to formulate a plan that will work for you. And now we're going to turn to page 3. And at the top it says get to know the guests. So at this point, it really depends on your group. If it's a really large group, you might want to skip this. If it's a smaller group, like 6 or less people, then this is a good thing to do. And so let me just read to you how I would do this. I know I had an opportunity to meet you at the sink while we tried the anti-aging products, but let's go around the room and introduce ourselves, and then I want to ask you one question, and that question is, if I could wave a magic wand right now, what would you change about your health or your wealth? So give me your name and then tell me, if I had a magic wand, what would you change about your health or your wealth today? So at this point, you're going to let them go around the room. I always like to start with the hostess, and then at the end, when everybody's done, I thank everybody for sharing their story, and then you can see that you're going to thank the hostess, and then you're going to introduce yourself. And before you tell your story, that's where, and I have it written in my presentation here, okay, I have the question I like to ask. There's 2 different questions. I crossed out this one because I don't like to ask that question. I like this question. So you decide what you want to do. And then I wrote give gift because I don't want to forget to give a gift to my hostess and tell her thank you. And then you're going to tell your story. And it says share your why, no more than 2 to 3 minutes. This presentation is in a Word document. So what you could do is actually, once you have your why like written up in this format here where it talks about, you say your name, a little bit about yourself, what you, how you were introduced to Arbonne, you can actually type it in there. And not that you're going to read from it, but you can give yourself, instead of just having these bullets, you can make it specific to you. And then print it out and just an idea. And it's really important to go ahead and say this part right underneath your why, which is, I want you guys to pay attention to what I'm doing this evening. If this business intrigues you, or you know of someone that would be great at this, get with me after the presentation and I will give you more information about this business opportunity. Okay, the next part of this at the bottom of page 3 is the question game. Now, the question game is an opportunity for them to sample the Fit Chews. And this is another thing where you have to gauge your audience. You know, if you have a large number of people and it's just going to be something that makes the party go on, then you might want to skip this part. If if it's a small group and, then proceed. But it's a fun thing to do to give the Fit Chews, and this also explains about the Fit Chews and the Sweet Tooth. So even if you don't play the game, you could, make sure that you definitely talk about the Fit Chews because people really like those. All right, so we're going to go to page 4, okay, and this is my favorite part, okay, why Arbonne. And it's really important, very, very important to explain to your audience why they should buy Arbonne instead of other products. What sets Arbonne apart? And so I'm actually going to go through this with you because I feel like this is a very, very important part of the presentation. There could be some things that you've heard or learned that aren't in here that you feel like should be added in to this part of the presentation. So if you're not sure, ask your upline if it's something you can add in or you shouldn't add in, or but super important to make people or help people understand why they might want to choose Arbonne as their product line. So I'm going to go through this as if I'm at a party right now. So my question when I first joined Arbonne is, what makes Arbonne different? Like, why should I purchase Arbonne instead of other products out there on the market? And what I love about Arbonne is the thing that sets us apart the most is our philosophy, which is pure, safe, and beneficial. So if an ingredient isn't pure, if it's not safe for the environment or for you, it doesn't go into our products, but you benefit from the results. And that's the part that I love, because there's so many products that you can get that are pure and they are safe, but they aren't really giving you the results that you're looking for. I love that I can use my anti-aging botanical based foundation and have the benefits of a foundation getting into my cells and giving them nutrients that they need to anti-age. The mascara actually has been shown to increase lash growth. Those are all benefits that I'm getting from using a product that if I used a product from another line, I would not be benefiting. So Arbonne is also so confident in their products that Arbonne has a 45-day money-back guarantee. Arbonne also has a green philosophy, and they're very committed to it. Their packaging is recyclable. They are earth-friendly. If an ingredient isn't good for you or the planet, it doesn't go into the products. And I love that if you look at our catalog on the page where it talks about our green commitment, UPS has given Arbonne a carbon neutral footprint. So we absolutely aren't putting extra stuff into the atmosphere as well. Arbonne is committed to providing you with incredible products that don't add to your current chemical exposure. Anything that goes on your skin gets into your bloodstream within 26 seconds. So it is very, very important to know what you're putting on your skin because it will affect your health. Okay, it will either affect it in a good way or affect it in a negative way. So what are some of the things that we are exposed to? Externally, we can be exposed to chemicals in the environment, household cleaning products, and then the personal care products you're putting on your skin. Internally, we get exposed to pesticides, insecticides, herbicides that are found in our food, preservatives in our food, all the chemicals that go into processed food, your personal care products that you're using. If you're taking any medications, that's going to have an effect on your health. You guys have heard, the commercials where they list the zillion side effects of these things. Of course, alcohol and tobacco and other things like that. Those all are chemicals going into your body. So we're going to focus on educating you on becoming healthy, clean, and green, inside and out. So the first thing we're going to talk about is your personal care products, so health on the outside. Our personal care products have no animal products or byproducts. They are never tested on animals. We are cruelty-free. And I love this because we are pure and safe. We have humans that volunteer in our clinical studies, and so we do not use any animals on these studies at all because they are so safe. We also don't have parabens. Parabens are a preservative that increase the shelf life of products 5 to 7 years, and they're known to be harmful. They've been found in breast cancer tumors, and there's lots of different kinds of parabens, like ethylparaben, methylparaben, etc. We also don't have any formaldehyde, and it blows my mind that I have to say that. You wouldn't think that products that you could purchase for your skincare would have formaldehyde in it, but it is a preservative. Sometimes products don't have formaldehyde itself. Sometimes it has chemicals that actually, once it's in your body, go through a reaction to turn into formaldehyde. So unless you're being embalmed, you probably don't want that on your skin. We also don't have any hormone-altering ingredients. There are ingredients out there that mimic female hormones and can wreak havoc on your hormone system. We also don't have any PABA. PABA is a harmful ingredient found in most sunscreens on the market. So we use a more safe version of sunscreen that is broad spectrum and covers all of the different rays out there. We also don't have any petroleum-based products. So petroleum-based products are found in 98% of the products on the shelves in the United States and have over 37 different names. And these petroleum-based products are inexpensive fillers, and they're occlusive oil. They just sit on your skin. And one of these petroleum products is mineral oil. And I want you to think of baby oil when I say mineral oil, because if you turn a bottle of baby oil around and look at the ingredients, you see mineral oil and fragrance. And those are the two ingredients in baby oil. I Googled what mineral oil is. And if you're not sure, you should Google it. But basically, mineral oil is the liquid byproduct of the distillation of crude oil to produce gasoline. Okay? So, they're putting crude oil into this, basically this machine. Out pops this liquid byproduct, which is mineral oil, which goes in baby oil, and then they get, from the rest of it, they get gasoline. So, obviously, this is not something you want on your skin. It's not going to have a positive impact on your skin. So, just time out. This is where we do the mineral oil and cracker with 2 bowls, one with mineral oil, one with water, cracker in one, cracker in the other, and then you basically show them how the cracker has broken down in the water, but the one in mineral oil is just as hard as when it went in. And if you haven't seen that, get with your sponsor or your upline, and they can show it to you. Okay, page 5. Now we're going to talk about nutrition on the inside and how they're formulated. So basically, our nutrition products do not have any artificial colors, no artificial flavors or sweeteners. For sweeteners, we use an herb called stevia. We do not have any cholesterol or trans fats. We do not use genetically modified organisms, which, by the way, have been so altered that our body doesn't recognize it as food. It recognizes it as a toxin. So they are not good for us. So no GMOs in our nutrition products. We also don't have any gluten. People are very sensitive to gluten, and we have no gluten in our products. We're dairy-free and soy-free, and all of the products help you to be more pH correct on the inside. You would consider this a clean, convenient eating, clean, convenient food. Okay, so I love that about Arbonne, and we're going to be talking more about the nutrition and the health on the inside in just a minute. But I do want to tell you that we are Swiss formulated, and we use the European Cosmetic Directive as our guideline. The European Cosmetic Directive has banned over 1,200 different chemicals. And does anybody here know how many the USA has banned? They've banned 10. And one of those was, no, skip that. So they've banned 10. And so at Arbonne we use the higher standards. But one of the 1,200 that they banned in Europe is mineral oil, and that's a very common product in the United States. Now at this point, you're going to have them at the middle of page 5. You're going to have them feel their Arbonized hand. So you're going to go through that part right there, and you're going to talk about the system at the sink. Okay. Now at the bottom of page 5, it says products on Chargers 1, and this is where we are going to kind of skip through this part, unless you weren't able to do this at the sink. So, but this part right here is what you're going to go over at the sink, and if you don't, then you can go over it here. So you'll have to play that by ear. So we're going to go ahead and go to the next part on page 6. So we've covered decreasing the chemicals and wrinkles on the outside. Now we're going to talk about the inside. So I want you guys to think about these questions. Is there anyone here who may need more energy? Have you hit a plateau in your weight loss? Do you have bloating or other digestive problems? Do you have weight gain in your midsection? Do you tend to retain water? And do you have difficulty sleeping? So these are all conditions that are linked to toxicity and having too many toxins in your body. And what we have is a 28-day, by the way, I'm on top of page 7, a 28-day clean eating challenge program that we do here, and it basically will help you get rid of foods and chemicals and preservatives, things that do not serve you, that could be making you sick. It's a tune-up for your body. It detoxifies your body and resets your metabolism. And so you may be thinking, why do we need to do this? But everything that goes in your mouth filters through your liver, and when your liver becomes overloaded because of the medications and preservatives and etc. in our food, the pesticides, artificial colors, and processed foods, we start to store toxins and fat cells outside the liver. And the liver becomes fatty, and then we store the toxins in our belly, midsections, and backsides. So basically, what happens here is that your liver is the master detoxifier, and if you have so many toxins and it can't keep up, then it's going to go in protective mode. And the way it does that is it actually will create fat cells to grab the toxins and pull them away from your vital organs to protect you from all the chemicals that are being built up in your body. And those things get stored up in our midsections. And so what we do is we have nutrition products that can help with all of this. And there's a lot we'd love to share with you about our 28-day challenge, but I'm going to share with you some very basic information about some of the nutrition products today. This is when I pass out this flyer, because I want them to be interested in reading about this while I'm talking, okay? So I'm not going to go through all of these different parts here. You can go through them. You're going to talk about the protein powder, and this is where you're going to want to sample the protein bars, because the protein bars, you can taste the protein in them, and they are just amazing. The Daily Fiber Boost, you'll talk about that. It's important for them to understand why fiber is important for everybody. The Fizz Sticks, oh my gosh, I mean, I can't imagine my life without Fizz Sticks. My husband freaks out if we're down to 4 boxes. So talk about Fizz Sticks, talk about how amazing they are, talk about how it provides you a natural energy without the crash, all the good things in them, and let them try them. Bring Dixie cups and some pre-made. I always put them in the refrigerator at my hostess's house so they stay nice and cold. And then you're going to talk about the Herbal Detox Tea. And it says here that these are the basics to your internal anti-aging. These products are simple, easy approach. And then once again, I come up at the end and I talk more about this one more time. And then I pass around before and afters. Okay, so you want to do that. You want to pass around before and afters so they can see and sort of become excited about this. Okay, on page 8 under favorites, if there's time, you're definitely going to want to talk about some favorites. One of the things I do here is that the makeup primer I put at the sink with the original RE9 set, and I actually end that with the makeup primer and talk about it, so I've already talked about it. I do love to talk about the mascara because it's just an amazing product, the best mascara ever. You might want to talk about the Full Control. Dr. Oz has just done a thing about this, and people know about this glucomannan and are excited about this fiber and feeling full. So anyway, it really depends on time and the interest level. So, you know, again, gauge your audience. Then at the end, on page 8, it says, go through the 4 ways to save with Arbonne, and then in parentheses it says, do not hand out. Have them write on the back of their client profile. A confused mind says no. And then notice that I've crossed that whole part out, and I put handout. There is a handout that was created by, I think it was created by Sarah Langham. It's awesome. I love this because it's simple, and it goes through the client, preferred client, referring consultant, and talks, you know, you'll be talking a lot more than this about the business, but it gives you an idea. So I'm going to go through this. I pass everybody out one of these. I want them to be able to kind of go along with me, and then, but I also am able to follow along in here. So we're going to turn to page 9, sorry, and I'm going to be referring to this. So hopefully you've had this printed out. If not, pause it and print it out so you can look at it too. So basically there's 4 ways to get involved with Arbonne. One is to become a retail client, and you will, sorry, my phone is going crazy here, and you'll get incredible products. You'll purchase products at the retail price. You get great customer service from me, and it's a 45-day money-back guarantee, and I give great referrals, great gifts for referrals and hosts. The second way to become involved is to become a preferred client. This is where you get a 20% savings for 1 year for only $20. You get, if you decide to renew, it's only $15. It's convenient online shopping. You get to earn rewards with each purchase to use toward your next purchase. I like to call those Arbonne bucks. And you have an opportunity to purchase our entire RE9 line with the Genius pads, or the entire Fit Kit line for with a 44% discount. So if that's something you're interested in, I can get you a 44% discount on the entire product line, including the Genius. So the next way to become involved with Arbonne is to become a referring consultant. And that's for somebody who wants to incorporate Arbonne products in their home, someone that wants to use products that are pure, safer, and more beneficial. And maybe you want to recommend them and share your discount with a family, or friends. So with that, just to give you an idea, you can actually get a 56% discount on all of this, this whole package. So if that's something you're interested in, if you know that you're going to be purchasing product and using a ton of product, and you want to get the best discount there is, then that referring consultant is what you're going to want to do. But if you want to take that a bit further, then what you're going to want to do is become what we call a business building consultant. And it's the same cost. It's $79 to become a consultant, whether it's referring or business building. But in the business building, you're going to work for a paycheck, basically, is the idea. So I do want to talk a little bit about this, because this has absolutely changed my life and my family's life. And so I get very excited when I get to talk about this business opportunity. So one of the things about Arbonne is that it's a little bit misunderstood. So it's just a different way of getting product to customers. So we're very used to traditional retailers that go from manufacturers to the distribution center to the warehousers to the retailers, and then finally the consumers. And each time it goes to another step along the way, they increase the price. And so with Arbonne in network marketing, what we do is we go straight from the manufacturer to the consumer through a network of independent consultants. And so we take out all those middlemen, and you get an awesome product at a price that is affordable. And what we do is word of mouth advertising. So the money that would be spent on advertising instead is used in product development and money to the consultants who are talking to people about these awesome products. This is the fastest growing industry, but it's also the most misunderstood. So I'm now at the top of page 10. Network marketing is taught in colleges and universities all over the world as a viable career, and it is truly a brilliant business model. And what we do in this business is we build networks. We are global. We are now in the United States, UK, Canada, Australia, and we're expanding into new markets, including Poland and Taiwan, which is going to be the next 2. Maybe you're looking for a couple $100 a month to increase your cash flow, or maybe you're looking for a huge plan B. That's what I was looking for. I was looking for replacing a teaching income. And now at this point, I'm looking at replacing 2, because I want to bring my husband home and I want him to do what he wants to do with his life. So that's what this business can do for you. And what I do in Arbonne is I teach and train people to use pure, safer, and more beneficial products, and then simply turn that expense into an income. All the products that I'm showing you here are things I was using before Arbonne. But instead of buying from my own store, I was buying from other companies and making other companies rich. Excuse me. And so now I'm using products from my own company and creating my own wealth, and then I teach others to do the same. So what I'm going to have you do is on the back of your client profile sheet, I'm going to have you write down some numbers. And those numbers are 200, 950, 3,500, 23,000, and any 6-figure that comes to mind. Now add a $sign in front of each one, and then circle the amount that you are worth per month. These are the average incomes at the levels in Arbonne over the last 4 years. And I would just want to briefly go through these. So $200 to $950 is the average income per month for district manager level. And we strive to teach you to get there in your first 1 to 2 months. $950 to $3,500 is the area manager level, and I'm telling you, this makes a huge difference in the lives of our consultants. And at this level, you can will this business to your family. And you know, I've been a teacher for 18 years, and I can't will my business to my family. So Arbonne's amazing. I don't know any other company that does this. $3,500 to $16,000 monthly is the regional vice president level. This is the level where you earn your white Mercedes. And not that I was counting, but it took me 2 years and 10 months to do that. So this is doable while working alongside a full-time job, raising young children, birthing a child, and having a busy life. You can work it in the nooks and crannies of your day. At this point, Arbonne gives you an $800 a month bonus for the white Mercedes of your choice. And then the top level is national vice president, and the average income is $23,000 monthly. And there is unlimited income potential in this business. You can make 6 figures. There are people making 6 figures a year in this company, but I want to tell you there are also people making 6 figures each month in this company. So if you don't feel like you are paid what you are worth, consider joining our team. We have a system for success and over 150 Mercedes on the road, just from our team. So if you decide you want to become a consultant and join our team, just like for the referring fee, it's $79 and you get your 35 to 80% discount, and you're able to use your own products as a tax write-off and turn your expense into an income. And I'm going to leave you with this question. Well, where will you be in 5 years, and will you be happy doing it? So at this point, you're now on page 11, and you're going to close. So my job as a consultant is to help you, and the only way I know how is to help you is if you tell me. So on your client profile, you'll see a 1, 2, and 3. I want you to circle a 1 if you're interested in product only, circle a 2 if you're interested in the product, the business is intriguing but you need more information, and I have a packet of information for you. And circle a 3 if you see the big picture of what Arbonne can do for you and your family, and you're ready to talk about how to take advantage of the business opportunity. And then I repeat that. Okay, I repeat the 1, 2, and 3. So let's give some gifts away. You know, give gifts away for if you're doing the Fit Chew game. And for gifts, you can do just a couple of samples with a, tied together with a little bow, a little mini hand cream, something like that. It does not have to be a big gift. And then also, I do a raffle for the client profile sheet. So I wrote that down in my thing, raffle for client profile, because I want to collect their information so that I can help them. So I say, we're going to do a raffle for your client profile sheet. So if you haven't filled it out, go ahead and get it filled out, fold it in half, and hand it to the hostess. Okay? And then you'll do a raffle. But before I give you a catalog and let you have time to shop, we're going to play the penny purse game. And I'm going to give each of you a penny. So then I give them a penny. And I'm going to tell you the 3 things that you can do with your penny. 1, you can keep your penny and be a penny richer. 2, you can bring your penny to the close table when we meet and we'll take a penny off your order. Or 3, you can purchase this very cute little coin purse. And in this coin purse is a gift, a full-size Arbonne product that I am going to give you for having a gathering just like this with just a few of your friends, and let me share the gift of Arbonne with the health and wellness, and then I will bring you a free gift. You will earn host rewards, and if I get 2 people to purchase coin purses tonight, my hostess is also going to receive a makeup primer from me as a thank you. So I want you to think about what you're going to do with your penny. Are you going to keep it, take a penny off your order, or are you going to purchase one of these purses, get a full-size free product from me, and let me come share Arbonne with your friends? So now I'm going to give you a catalog. It's your time to shop. I'm going to use these client profile sheets to have you come and meet with me. I'll just call your name unless there's somebody who that I need to meet with first. So if you are ready, need to get out of here quick, make sure I meet with you first. Otherwise, I'll just use these to call you. Once you're at the close station and on the bottom of page 11, okay, these are questions to ask. Basically, how can I help you with your order? Are you interested in becoming a preferred client and purchasing one of these packages? were you interested in becoming a preferred client, a preferred consultant? What is your interest? The second thing you want to ask them for number 2 is, what were you thinking about doing with your penny? These are my open dates. And there's an open date card in our box where you can have your dates available. You don't want to just throw out an open calendar. And then have your coin purses there. And if you don't know how to get these, I will send out an email, or I think it's online. I can tell you how to get them. I think it's like ewam.com or something. Anyway, you're going to have these sitting out and say, would you like to purchase a coin purse? And at that point, you're going to see what they want to do. And then the third thing, if you think they're going to be really great at this business, you say that to them. I see you're really interested in this product, and I just think you would be really great at this business. Would you like to look more at this business and listen to a phone call? And then either if they're going to do number 2 on here, book a party, or number 3 on here, have interest, you're going to give them this little packet of information. Okay. I am sure that I forgot something in this because let's see, what time is it? It's late. It's like 10 o'clock and I have to work early tomorrow, but I really wanted to get this out to you guys. Those of you that are not local, I'm going to try to do this more and more and more, give you the trainings that I'm giving my local team so that you guys can go out and kick some Arbonne booty. Put it out on Facebook if you have any questions, and I'm really excited to share this with you, and go get them. All right, have a good night.